round of applause for our good friend and our buddy and our wonderful supporter, Mr. Dereck Williston. How are you doing, my friend?
Hey, John. Doing well tonight. How's everybody doing? It's exciting.
I think we're doing great. You missed it. We had Texas Roadhouse, for dinner tonight. You should have come by.
We still haven't figured out how to feed that through the internet pipe yet, have we? We have to work on that.
Either that, we'll just send you a gift card, and I think we could probably do something with Uber Eats or something like that.
There you go. That we could sit around and enjoy the meal together. No, it's good times. But yeah, thank you again for having me here. I appreciate
you're always welcome. You know that.
Yeah,
we request you to be here.
Well, thank you. I have been having a lot of fun with the L7X.
That's what I heard. I'm really curious to hear what went on with this, because I don't have a lot of details. They said just stay tuned. He's going to tell you all about it. So, what have you done, my friend?
Well, and just to kind of set the stage here, I tried to do it in my last video, but I'm not an SPL competitor. I'm not an SPL expert. I'm more of an amplifier kind of guy. So when I was asked to have an L7X sent to me, I said, well, sure, I'm just going to have fun with it. And then I was asked, well, go ahead and see how much power it'll take. So I took that as a challenge. And in the last video, I showed several clips of different bursts with that woofer, ranging anywhere from, I think I started at 1,500 watts, but I got to as high as about 12,600 watts.
What?
And I still wasn't smelling anything, John. I wasn't smelling the coil. So I'm like, let's keep going.
12,600 and
yeah, and
that's
I kept
pretty
going.
Impressive.
So yeah, I did a few more tests, and then finally got a little weird noise from the woofer. Of course, I gave it some time to rest in between. People see the video and they think, oh, you just didn't give it any time to rest. We have to remember these videos are compressed for entertainment's sake, right? This is not a real-time type thing. But I think it's going to be really interesting, and I teased a little bit at the end to see where the failure point was, because a lot of people have an idea of where most woofers fail, most subwoofers. I would just say this one was a little different than what I've seen before with the failure point. So that's my tease for this upcoming Sunday, where I'm going to show that. I'm going to have a little fun with the Gately audio box. And thanks again to Bobby Gately for sending that out to me. But had a lot of people ask about, how does it work with the way the ports are on both sides? They didn't really understand that. So I have a really unique way of kind of showing how the air flows. And I think a lot of people are going to like to see that. So just trying to, make things interesting while kind of teaching, while entertaining, and just having fun. So that's what I'm all about.
Well, and that's kind of the key. You entertain someone, and they're accidentally going to learn something too if they're not careful. So that's too cool. But you talk about testing this woofer and having it. What were you expecting to happen? I mean, what was your gut feeling when you first got started? What is it going to do?
Yeah, so John, I've tested the quad box before. I have a full size SUV which is over 20 years old now. It's a 2001 Toyota Sequoia. And I ran the quad box in there before, and with enough power, I got just over 150 decibels. And of course, I had to move the box around and found out the proper placement for it. So me thinking in my head, when I started doing the test burps, that I was going to get somewhere near that. It's a single 12-inch driver. It has a limited amount of way to create pressure in a vehicle that large with a single 12-inch. So I think that's probably why I was feeding it so much power, because I'm like, I can get a little more. Whoops. But it was very impressive for a single 12. I will say that. The numbers were shown in the video. I think I was 140, almost 147, mid 146 or something like that. And I tell you, the most impressive part to me, and of course, in that video, I didn't get to show any song demos. I was mainly just doing the test tones. But the most impressive part was the 31 hertz when I did those, and just the visceral feel of the bass at that level, and that it really makes me realize why people like that really low bass, that below 40 hertz stuff, is because it's really impressive. Of course, my 20-plus-year-old vehicle doesn't really appreciate that, because I've created a lot more squeaks and probably a lot more leaks too. But it's a lot of fun, and that woofer, that single 12. Really created some pressure at 31 hertz. It was sounding really good.